guys, it's Manager Kylie, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you all the rules of pickleball. So today I'm going to go through all the rules of pickleball. This has become a very popular sport in many communities and is definitely a sport that is on the rise. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an increase in professional playing of this sport in the near future, and it's definitely a newer sport within the last couple of years. It falls into the racquetball family, and today I'm going to go through all the different rules of pickleball. And if you guys are interested in more sports administration content just like this, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell so you get notified every time I upload, as I post a new video every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to dive into these rules. So pickleball is in the racquetball family, and many people might look at it and say, isn't that just tennis? But it actually has many different rules than tennis. The court for pickleball is actually the same size court as badminton. It is 44 feet by 20 feet. And then there is a 7-foot line down the middle, and that splits up the no volley zone and then the rest of the court. And I'll explain more on that later. When playing pickleball, you do have a solid racket, and you're hitting a ball that is very similar to a wiffle ball and has like perforations in it, making a nice lightweight ball to try to hit back and forth, making it a little bit easier and a little less strenuous than a game like tennis. This is a perfect game that doesn't involve a ton of physical activity, just to get you out and playing different sports. For this, the net is also 3 feet off the ground, giving it that similar look to tennis, but on a much smaller scale. So the game can be played in either singles or doubles, and there's slight differences between the rules for that, but both games start with a serve. When serving for singles, or really actually any of them, you want to serve across the court. So if you're serving from the right side, you're going to serve diagonally to the right side of the other team's court, and then you're going to serve opposite. If you're serving from the left side of your court, you're going to serve diagonally to the other team's court. There are little boxes on the court so you understand where you're serving from. For singles, when you have the serve, you're going to serve from the right side, then you're going to serve from the left side, then the right side, and back and forth until you lose the serve. For doubles, it's a little different. If you serve from the right side, your teammate, even if you win or lose the point on that one, your teammate's then going to serve from the left side, and if you lose that serve as well, then the other team serves. One key thing for serving as well is when you're serving the ball, you're serving on an underhand motion, and you have to make contact with the ball below your waist. So it's keeping the ball low to the ground and an underhand motion to serve it over the net. Once the ball comes over the net, you are allowed a max of 1 bounce. However, there is a 2 bounce rule, and what this means is when you serve the ball, your opponent must allow it to bounce once before they return it, and then you must allow it to bounce once before you return it back to them. After that, you can volley it back and forth without having it bounce. This just allows both teams to get settled into the play before you're just volleying it back and forth without any bounces and playing on a faster pace. For scoring points in pickleball, it is rally scoring, which means you have to win a rally to have control. So if you serve the ball and you win the point, you get a point. However, if the other team served the ball and you win that round, you win the rally and you get to serve next. You can only score points if you are serving, which is a key thing to understand. You can only score points if you have the serve. So your goal is to keep winning back the serve and to keep the serve when you have the serve so you can keep scoring points. Games are played in 11-point sets, and you must win those sets by 2, and then it's best 2 out of 3 sets. One other thing about volleying back and forth is that no volley zone. So what this is, it's also called the kitchen. It is 7 feet off the net, and if you are standing in this area, you cannot volley the ball back to the other team. You have to let the ball bounce before you can hit it back. This just allows a little bit more distance from the initial area of the net so that you're not up close hitting it back and forth. It allows a little bit more spacing on the court, but if you're standing at all, even just with 1 foot in that area, the no volley zone or the kitchen, you have to allow it to bounce before you can hit it back and forth. This just allows a little bit more spacing in the game. Now, there are a few things you can't do, and all these things you can't do either give the serve to the other team or a point to the other team if they're serving. When you're hitting the ball back and forth in a volley, if you are to hit it out of bounds, the other team's going to get the serve or point. If you hit the ball into the net and it stays on your side, the other team's going to win that rally. If for some reason you hit the ball with any part of your body besides the racket, the other team is going to win that rally. If you do any sort of volley in that no volley zone, the other team's going to win that rally. And finally, if you double hit the ball twice in succession, the other team's going to win that rally. So anything like that are against the rules, and really what they are they cause the other team to win the rally and either score a point or get the serve, and it loses the control that you would have if you had the serve. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about pickleball, please leave them in the comments down below. If you'd like to see the rules for any other sport that you want to learn more about, definitely let me know that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next Wednesday.